get oxidized. It's not usually, you have to kind of be careful of what you eat, what you consume. Anything that is not recognized by the body, it causes these issues for the lipids to actually oxidize. Duke, it's raining. We can go outside right now. This way we can actually have better days, hopefully. There wouldn't be any more smoke. Stop ripping through the screen door, please. Sorry, guys, I lost Duke. I lost connection earlier. So we're back right now. Hopefully, are Brazil nuts good? Yeah, they are good. They are rich in selenium. Just make sure you don't overeat them because it could actually cause a disturbance within your thyroid. But they are actually healthy and they are actually good for your thyroid as well too. Just, keep them about 7-8 pieces a day would be ideal. Forgot to get the chairs in. It's raining right now. Gotta sit on the chairs. Right, Duke? Gotta cut the chairs. Do you have to soak them? Would be ideal to soak them so you can actually sprout them for at least a good 24 hours. So this way it does release a bit of the phytic acid, right? So that would be ideal, 100%. What's a good chia seeds? I'm not a really huge fan on chia seeds unless you're just looking at them more of the fiber intake. They're not bad, but nothing more, nothing less. Don't assume that you're gonna get any good essential fatty acids from them. More of a fiber, it's okay, it's not bad as an add-on. Yeah, for the fiber is good. You have chia seeds, you got chicory root, you have acacia. A lot of that stuff works really well for fiber, if you really need it. If you're having a hard time, pooping, let's say, or having a bowel movement, then would be ideal to actually utilize 100%. Nettle seeds for inflammation and other things, 100%. You can definitely use that as well too. Yeah, and it's good for the kidneys as well. It does help quite a bit. Is organic, are they Duke's dumbbells? They are. He actually holds them and tosses them around, Richard. Brian. Is organic A2 milk good? And is there any other options? Is it good to drink this daily? They're okay being organic. We still preferably use raw milk would be better, just because it does contain a lot of the proper nutrients, which would be ideal. Nettle seeds, it depends how you're gonna use them. Most of the time you can either, if you do get the fresh vegetable, fresh herb, you can use it with your vegetables. If not, you can actually just make it into a tea. No. Stop ripping it, please. He keeps ripping the screen door. I'm trying not to actually get him to go outside right now because it's very wet. He goes outside, he gets wet, and he comes in here and he gets water everywhere. Is 8 of the day too much? No, 8 should be fine. 8 should be fine. Is 8 eggs a day too much? No, 8 is fine, guys. Seriously, Justin, I consume anywhere between 12, sometimes 16 eggs a day. Don't do what I do, of course, but it's not a big issue. If you're worried about cholesterol, dietary cholesterol has no reflect on our body or on our how can I say this, on our cholesterol levels. Either way, your body still makes 30 to 100 milligrams of cholesterol. Even if you're worried about, let's say, saturated fat is roughly only about 1.2 grams per egg. It's still very, very low compared to eating like 4 ounces cheese or eating like a steak or anything like that. So you are 100% safe. Just make sure you're not overcooking the yolk, because if you overcook the yolk, you're gonna actually oxidize the essential fatty acids. Beautiful view, thank you, Free Allen. Alien. It's actually even nicer when we have no smoke, but since we've been having a lot of smoke, is you can't really see the mountain as well. Just me. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. I eat eggs with white rice for a meal. Ooh, okay. So you're mixing high fat, high carbs. You don't want to overdo it too much. You're gonna end up causing too much coagulation. Keep it simple if possible, as simple as possible. We actually needed the rain because we've had some massive fires, and you know the view, as you guys can see, it's a little bit foggy still right now, but it's getting there. Or else I'll have to go to the city because closest town has been actually evacuated the other day. Good night, Maurice. My blood pressure was high. Is it because of my heart to palpitation? Your blood pressure is high. Gotta be many things. I have to look into it. We'll have to actually discuss it. What you've been doing, what you're taking, and stuff that's actually still high. When is your family coming home? Oh, they're coming. I don't know if they're gonna come by because if the fire, we have a lot of fires right now going on. If the fire continues, I don't think they're gonna come and visit. They're gonna stay in the city. I'm north of Seattle. How's the weather been there? Where are you located? I'm in Canada right now. Thoughts on CMOS? I think it's a waste of money, to be honest with you. There is a lot of hype. A lot of people talk about it. And the problem is with CMOS is overly talked about it and nobody wants to share your certificate of analysis. So I am been testing some other material than CMOS, like Chilajit, for example, has 80 plus minerals. It's probably much more effective and much more safer. Is eggs with sourdough and honey good? Yeah, yeah, it should be not bad. Sourdough is not bad as long as done correctly, and at least doesn't have as much phytic acid as regular flour. Um, it depends on the meal you're making it and how often. Rain today, 85 next week. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I have no problem of raining because we've had like 2 weeks of high heat and we end up having almost too many fires and it's been tough to breathe. So today having that rain is gonna actually help clear things up, which is okay because I have slept good for the past 3 days. It's been brutal. So eggs with sourdough and honey is good. Hey, Joyful. I'm kind of curious what you're trying to make. If you're trying to make something in specific, like pizza or something, it's just I don't like the idea of mixing too much simple carbohydrates with like certain other foods. Is carnivore good for short term to get rid of SIBO and parasites? Yeah, 100%. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm not saying you have to stick on it for 10 years, but doing it short term could be definitely beneficial, and it does have some great outcome and great benefit. 100%. So no carbs. Uh, Technically, you shouldn't really. Like, I don't like the idea of mixing. I'm not talking about complex carbs. I'm talking about, simple carbs. I don't like the idea of mixing simple carbohydrates with protein and fat because that's how we actually age faster and we cause coagulation effect. It's 5 eggs with 2 sourdough slices with raw honey. I eat it every breakfast, so I'm not sure if good. It's not bad. It's just the question is, why are you activating your insulin too early in the morning? Having the eggs would be ideal. Forget the sourdough, forget the honey. Keep the honey and the sourdough to the last meal of the day. How far are you from the fire? About 22 kilometers right now. 22 kilometers away from the fire, so that's why it's getting very, very smoky here. Can I come and stay with you for a couple of weeks and learn? 100%. That's the whole idea. I'm hoping by next year I'm gonna do like a fund me stuff, and all the money that I can probably gather, I wanna do build like a small cabin as a retreat. So, Pam and like, whoever invests in it can come and actually stay at the retreat for, depends what you guys invest in, whether a week, 2 weeks. It'll be quite educational. We'll go fishing, we'll go hiking, we'll go kayaking. So that's the future. That's what I'm planning for next summer, and I hope I can do it. What is your opinion on 2 grams of protein per body weight? Yeah, there's no problem with that. I eat about that much. I eat about 200 grams of protein a day, and I only weigh about 150, sometimes a little bit more than that even. Protein has no issues in actually causing any issues with your kidneys and stuff. What causes issues with your kidneys is pretty much your anything processed. Like if your protein is processed, like such as whey and stuff, then it'd be an issue. I'm lifting weights almost every day, trying to build muscle, so I would eat less carbs, do me worse. Well, the whole idea, you want to eat your carbs after your workout for better recovery and better muscle gain. How do you cure lipoma? Connect with me, please. I can't talk about that. If I do open my mouth on any of that kind of stuff, I'll get banned. I've already been banned twice, one yesterday, one today. So unfortunately, I can't talk about certain things, guys, anymore. I've been warned. So definitely, if you guys need more information on specific things, you definitely have to book a time with me so we can talk about it. Hey John, yeah, I got banned for some reason and I had to come back. Do you recommend taking creatine supplements? Oh, 100%, 100%. We all need it, whether you work out or not. We all need a creatine. That's what actually activates your mitochondria. Without creatine, a lot of people struggle and people think that they need caffeine to actually boost up your mitochondria. All you need is a little bit of creatine, you'll be good. Hey Duke, what are you doing? You like playing in the rain, don't you? I was asking, not you, free alien. Lenza, what did Lenza ask me? Where are you located? I'm in Canada. No, Seattle. It's okay, Lenza and free alien. We'll all have a nice conversation together. Where do you live? Nature looks fire. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. I live in BC actually, so we have the fire coming from down that section about 22 kilometers away from us, and it's actually heading down that direction. So that's where you see the smoke in the mountain. This morning you couldn't actually see it, but since we've been getting the rain right now, it's clearing. I hope it clears up and enjoy the summer. If not, last month we didn't really enjoy it. This summer started in July, so if it stays out all the way till September, it's going to be brutal because I'll have to head to the city. It's just very, very tough to breathe. Alberta is on fire too. Yeah, Alberta got pretty harsh, especially Jasper. The whole town of Jasper is burnt, most of it, at least a good 60-70% of it, which is unfortunate. And the problem is I actually have to head to the city. I have to go through that road close by, so hopefully nothing will be blocked on the way, but I think they maybe put it out. It's just too bad, we have all the technology, we have all the equipments we require, and yet we allow, towns to actually suffer and people to actually leave their homes just because we're not capable of, turning off the fire, which is too bad. Come on in, Duke. They're clearing land without getting blamed for it. Yeah, 100%. And that's how they do it. They burn one section at a time, and people have to go back and live in the cities, and the lands are just not accessible for multiple years, right? And suddenly somebody comes rich and buys it all, and you'll never be allowed to go back to that place. It's insane how they're doing it. And it's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad that there's a lot of changes happening on our time frame. Duke is sitting under the deck. Usually when he eats, he takes a little nap, and that's when I usually have my food. Praying to stop the fire. Oh, 100%. We need it, and it's supposed to be only raining for like 2 hours, and for the next 5 days, it's gonna hit the high 30s. But I haven't seen the sun here for almost a week now because it's covered by fumes. It's kind of too bad. If this continues, maybe I'll move to somewhere in Europe and forget this place. Even thought I built it all. I just hate to leave it. I finally got the flooring done too. It looks really good. Let's sit down. What a beautiful place. Do you mind moving from your phone around a bit when I see? Yeah, sure. Here, then, let me switch the camera back and I can show you what I did. So I built the place last year, like all the framing, and this year I finished it with some pine. So I did the whole thing, the ceiling, and this is where my wood stove is gonna go. I put the windows, everything. I did the flooring last week. And I have my travel trailer attached to it. Let's go to Spain. I'm in Alberta. 100%. Spain is beautiful. I've been in Spain like back in 2010. It was my favorite place. I went to Seville. I went to what do you call it? Troy. I can't remember the exact name. Damn. Let's do some yoga at the new floor. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it looked actually really good because I wanted to get like a dark flooring, and we got that going. I'm in BC. And of course, this is attached, so I finally finished the section in between the two. And there's my little seating section. This is where I do all my computer work. It's still all fixed. We did this little table here as well, so this way I can sit and eat on it, and I can still have my view. I got my kayak out, so I've been trying to actually fix the kayak. I glued all 4 places. So I was gonna take it out maybe to the water tomorrow to test it out, and then we can probably go do some fishing. Can I take magnesium citrate and iron together? Yeah, I should be fine. Just the citrate might increase the iron absorption. Coffee time? I don't know. It's almost 5:30. It's gonna be dinner time very soon because I just finished working out. I'm trying to cut down on coffee a bit because I want to do like a coffee challenge. See how many cups I can. Maybe I want to cut it down to like maybe a cup. Thank you. Thanks so much for the comment. Really appreciate it. What are you making for dinner? Oh, I forgot to take out some meat, so I'm just gonna probably have like 4, 5, 6 eggs, I think. If the meat is defrosted, maybe I'll just slice it up and maybe cook it together. Can I take iron supplement every day? It depends whether you need it or not, or whether you're a female or male, because we don't need that much iron, to be honest with you, especially if you eat a lot of meat. This is all the weights I have. Yeah, and this is kind of got damaged from Duke the other day. Him and his little friend, they were destroying it. I still have a lot of mess everywhere, just so there's no mess to be made here, but it's getting there. It's coming along, actually. The only thing as I'm building behind me is still going to be a huge deck. And that deck, I'm going to actually have a lean roof on it. And on that lean roof, I'm going to actually, under the lean roof, I'm going to try to close it off and turn it into my little gym. So I'm going to get all my equipments and actually make it into my little gym. Can I take iron supplements every day? Do you live there full time? I've been living here. Last year, I stayed here about 6 months. In the winter time, I had to leave because everything freezes. This year, I did the insulation, did the flooring, did everything. And right now I'm trying to finish my water line. So if the water line is done and I installed the wood stove, I was waiting for the wood stove parts to arrive last week, but since the fire has been delayed now till September, if all that stuff is working, then I'll stay here all year long. That's the plan. But either way, I still want to go visit the family in the month of December, around Christmas time. And the problem is if I go in the month of December, it'll be tough for me to come back here with the heavy snow and road blockages. So if I'm gonna head there in December, then I'll have to stay there for about 2 months in the city, then come back here again probably in March, April. If the winter is very harsh here, because it does snow about 5-6 feet, then I might maybe want to travel to like Europe, stay there for 2-3 months and come back here after. I'm a man, but I'm always sleepy. Even if I sleep 8 hours, I would get later tired. It's not your iron, your mitochondria is struggling. So yeah, definitely. Eventually, I'd love to live here all year long. I'd love to actually see how the winter is like. If I finish the wood stove and my water line does not freeze, because I actually had to dig it about 150 feet underground, 150 feet across, and about 4 foot underground. So I'm hoping it doesn't freeze, and we'll see what happens. Because we tend to lose electricity here in the winter time for about 2 or 3 days. And if we do lose the electricity and my water line freezes, then I'm screwed. How far is this from the city? Well, the city, if you call like, we can call like a small town of like 1,000 people. I'm roughly about 20 minutes drive from the closest town. They have one grocery store, but I never buy anything from there. And to go to the nearest city that I want to go to is roughly about 7 hours, 6.5, 7 hour drive. Did you build your house? Yes, I did. It's a small, tiny house. It's not that big. Let me just kind of show you from this side here how big the place is. It's not that big, right? It's roughly about 20 feet in length, 12 feet across, 14 feet in height, roughly. I had about 18 feet height because I was gonna do a bed, a room on the top, but it was too high for me. I couldn't actually get up there and get it done. And I was very, very scary. It was my first time building. And what I did is instead of expanding it, because I was gonna do it 20 by 20, I just attached the travel trailer. It's a small one, 18 foot by 8 feet. I'm like, well, it has a bathroom, it has a kitchen, it has a bedroom. Why should I rebuild that? So I kind of attached them together. What's the best to do against sleepy body? Creatine. Take creatine, 5 grams. What's good for mitochondrial exhaustion? Creatine and what? D-ribose. So if I ever move somewhere else, if this place here gets very smoky, which is I hope it doesn't, it's a beautiful spot. I love it because I'm close to like 7 different lakes that I can go fishing and enjoy it. So that's the whole idea of having a retreat. If we continue having fires here, because it's been having fires for 3 years now, then maybe I'll have to start spending the summer somewhere else. But the problem is I can't really travel to the US with Duke because they have new regulations now. You're not allowed to leave the country without having all the vaccination done for your dog. Why do I feel the worst the day after eating too much sugar? It's due to the inflammation, and so what happened is your liver can only handle so much glucose at a time. When you overtip the scale, you actually feel tired and exhausted, and sometimes we end up having malfunctioning mitochondria, and usually it would take anywhere between 24 to 36 hours for the body to recover, and that's normal. They stacked on those rules about the dogs traveling. Yeah, they slacked. Oh, really? They haven't gone through them? Because now I heard if you travel outside Canada or back and forth from the US to Canada, you have to get rebates, you have to get a lot of things done, which is, I think that's going to be tough because I don't have anything done for him. Is there any side effect taking D-ribose? Well, technically, D-ribose, you only want to take no more than 10 grams a day. If you end up taking too much, you end up causing hyperglycemia. My duck flies free? How? Yeah, every time I eat so much sugar, I feel it like the next day, like sugar hangover. Lol. Yeah, it is sugar hangover because keep in mind, fructose has to convert to glucose, and the liver goes through an extreme amount of fatigue while it's actually doing the process. So yeah, that's why you feel that way. And that's when we end up becoming insulin resistant. So you have to kind of be careful. I eat a piece of garlic, ginger, and turmeric every morning before breakfast. It's great. That's awesome. Hey, if it's working for you, Jody, and you feel great about it, definitely continue doing it. Don't stop. Hey, Maurice, how are you? Doing okay, Marie? How are you? Looking shredded, Mario. Trying to kind of stay in shape. I got to compete with you. Yeah, I need to work on it. Do you recommend acetyl L-carnitine? 100%. 100%. Reduces inflammation. Yes, 100%. Anything that... So whatever works for you might not work for others. So if it's working for you, Jody, definitely stick to it by all means. How do I get rid of the constant mucus in my throat? NAC, and acetyl L-cysteine. You need about 1,200 to 2,400 milligrams every 4 hours. Have you seen any bears or wolves? I haven't seen any bears this year yet. The only thing is 2 days ago, 3 o'clock in the morning, we had a coyote visit us, and it's good that I actually had Duke inside and I had the glass door closed. If I didn't have the glass door closed, he would have ripped through the screen door and went after it. Do you think too many disabilities today due to sky spraying and food we consume? 100%. I can't really talk about it in details because I'll get banned. I've already been banned twice. But yes, 100% it is, Linda. 100%. It's due to the high heavy metal toxicity, and that's where EDTA comes in. Can you take everyday creatine? What about the liver? Yes, you could. Has nothing to do with the liver. It does not overstimulate your liver enzymes. Does not cause any overstimulation in your kidneys either. When to take berberine with every meal, and you have to cycle it every 45 days. Hi, where are you from? I'm in Canada, Alex. Normal A1C but triglyceride over 200 and high cholesterol. What to do about it? I can't really talk about it too much. It's better to book a time because I can get banned for it. But your triglyceride, think of it, your triglyceride as your energy storage. So what stores energy? You have sugar and you have fat. You have to know how much you should be consuming. So if you're consuming more than what your body is capable of handling, it's going to end up being stored as triglycerides. I'm bloated eating potatoes and corn for 3 days. Hey, you're doing like a carb load every single day, Eric. What's going on? It's crazy. 3 best supplements to take every day. Magnesium, nitric oxide, niacin. Canada Bay Doher. Hey, Alex. What about getting out gallbladder sludge? Olive oil, 1 cup and half a cup of lemon after 3 days of apple cleanse. That would be your ideal scenario of fixing your gallbladder without getting it removed. So that would be the best way. Never get your gallbladder removed or nothing like that, because it is 100% fixable. So every time you feel thirsty, every time you feel hungry, you eat apples, organic apples. And on the 3rd day, what you do is you continue eating apples, but the night before you sleep, you drink 1 cup of cold press organic olive oil and half a cup of lemon, and you sit in a poop position in your bed till your stomach starts to actually does funny noises, and after that you're just gonna run to the washroom and you're gonna see all the stones floating out from your gallbladder, and it's freaking painful like hell. What about boosting testosterone? Reduce the amount of sugars that boosts up your testosterone. Take boron, take tribulus tetris, ashwagandha. There's infrared. You can shoot infrared on your man parts, all that stuff. C-reactive protein. If it's too high, you have too much inflammation in your body. The question is, why do you have inflammation? What the hell are you eating? How to break kidney stones. Magnesium citrate, EDTA, Shankapiedra, all that stuff, breaks kidney stones. The question is, why are you getting kidney stones? What the hell you're consuming? High oxalate foods. I like the pine finish. Will look good with the wood stove. 100%. I was hoping to get it installed this week, but unfortunately I have to wait now because of the fires. Can you take certain creatine even if you used to have pancreatitis? Yeah, it has nothing to do with your pancreatitis for breaking down. Habibi, I wish I can use the bathroom more than once a day. Take magnesium. Magnesium will actually increase the water into your intestines, so you can actually have a better bowel movement. My calf is wasting and sagging. Thumb muscle is hurting. If you're over the age of 40, you need HMB. I eat apple cider vinegar, a gummy 6 a day. How is it? For what? Apple cider vinegars and gummies probably is infused with a lot of sugars. Injectable peptides, yes or no? Yes, big yes. Big yes. What do you think about black seed oil? Not a huge fan of black seed oil, to be honest with you. Can't really answer that. I've done lots on it and didn't really find any help from it. If we're low on budget, if we're low on budget, is ubiquinone form of coenzyme Q10 okay to take? I would not use it. No, I would not spend the money on it. If not, then just eat beef heart. How's your project coming along? It's getting there. Just need to finish the wood stove and finalize the water and test it out. Magnesium oxide, 1000. No, I wouldn't use magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is good for diarrhea. Magnesium citrate is good for constipation. But if you take magnesium ionic chloride, you need to saturate your cells. What peptides do you like? I like BPC 150/70, B500, follistatin. There's a lot of different ones I tried. To lose weight, apple cider vinegar. Take a teaspoon before you consume any food. Looks good. Good luck. Thank you, Smoke. Cheers. What's HMB? HMB is actually a specific amino acid that converts from leucine that actually preserve your muscle, especially for older people. What can I take for high blood pressure and heart palpitation? Michelle, I have both ebooks on high blood pressure and heart arrhythmia. Please download them and you can support my channel. I haven't tried Summerlin yet. Relin, have you tried it? I haven't tried it yet. No. I probably will. I see you could benefit from collagen. Collagen works not bad. You know, it takes a long time to build up in your system. 39, take leucine. You're very young. I see my thumb finger is hurting. What could it be? Arthritis. You're probably eating a lot of oxalate foods. What peptides helped you lose weight and gain muscle? I've done Sermorelin, CG1295. The one for actually muscle building, but I didn't do it. One of my friends did, is follistatin. That one worked. But keep in mind, 1 out of 3 people end up causing high blood pressure from follistatin. I lost 47 pounds on Sermorelin and low dose naltrexone. That's perfect. That's awesome. 47 pounds. That's amazing. What to do for lobster? For lobster, since if I go to a dermatologist, he's just gonna give me chemicals. I'll have to look into that, Carol. Any help turning 50 soon and my eyesight slowly decreasing. You need nitric oxide and you need taurine and astaxanthin. Sugar craving, 20 years. Eat more fat. You can actually cut off your sugar craving and take more trace minerals. What do you use for beard? Any dyes? I sometimes use a dye, but I got a special material that I start using that was sent to me. Here, let me show it to you. I'm going to try HMB. Used to take it back in the day. Yeah, it's not bad. It works for some individuals. Some individuals it does not work. So this is a company I use for my beard. Goes by Artius Man. I'm gonna actually put a link on my profile bio. I don't think I put it, but they have a lot of stuff. They even sent me samples to try out. Like, check it out. They sent me whole samples. They sent me some beard wash as well. Really good company, nice people. Definitely I'll put the link. I just got them the other day. And actually, it's really interesting. What does boron do exactly? Boron actually binds to calcium. It replaces calcium from the body. So it's very similar like EDTA, but on a lot safer level. But the problem is nobody knows how much to take. Like they assume, 10 milligrams a day would be ideal. Technically, we need about 32 milligrams daily to activate, let's say, your testosterone levels, to actually bind to calcium, all that stuff. And you can actually get it from a specific source. It doesn't have to come directly from boron because it's too expensive. You can actually get it from a specific source. I can't really say the name of it because they'll kick me out, but yes, you can get it from a specific source. Look, why you're playing in the mud? Luke's playing in the mud. What am I gonna do? Look at him, he's standing there, he wants to play in the mud. Come here, bud. Is cayenne supplement good? Cayenne supplement is okay. Keep in mind it does fall into a nightshade family. And some people would actually get a joint pain from it, right? So you have to be careful. I'm one of these people. If I use cayenne, I have to use very, very small amount of traces. If I use more than a gram, and if I use more than like 90,000 heat units, or let's say I've used like 1.2 million heat units, 4 of my fingers will actually stiffen up every morning. Look at you, you're full of mud, man. If I have high calcium in blood, should I take boron? Oh, 100% I would. 100% I would. I would take vitamin K2, MK7, at least 300 micrograms, so you can regulate your calcium levels as well, too. Thanks, yeah, Mr. Daher. Cheers, Alex. Cold pressed virgin olive oil and what is used for what? For gallbladder? Lemon. Vitamin K2 with D3 combined, how much IU you take? 1000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. Is taking calcium good for bones, or is it cause calcification? It will cause calcification. We don't need calcium. You need magnesium and phosphorus. And phosphorus, you can only get it from bone meal or bone broth. Because when you have calcium and phosphorus, that's when you get a proper mix to actually rebuild the bone. So technically, for rebuilding the bones, you need vitamin K2, vitamin D3, magnesium, phosphorus, boron. That's what you need to actually build a strong bone, more than anything else. What do you use for constip and bloat in your diet? Constipation and bloated? Take some digestive enzymes. Opinion on sea moss? I think it's a waste of money. A lot of people have been highly talking about it without proper testing or proper sourcing or even checking certificate of analysis. There's way better options out there than sea moss. Can you show us the magnesium you use? Thank you. I do have it on my website. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show many products on here. I can get banned. So definitely go onto my website. You can actually see the magnesium I use is from Aussie Trace Minerals. Duke, what are you doing? He's trying to jump the fence. Come down. Great advice. Thank you. Duke, come on. What the hell is he doing? Trying to jump the fence. Come here. Come here. Now, count to 3. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come inside. Coenzyme Q10 recommendations. If you can find the ubiquinol, yes. If not, don't waste your money on it. Then just eat beef heart. You need about, shoot. Look at that. All the mud. Duke! Come on, sit down. Stop going outside. As awful, Maurice, they banned. Yeah, I can't really talk on specific things. It's happened twice. It happened yesterday. It happened again today. Sit. You're not going outside. Sit. You're getting everything full of mud. Sit. What's the best thing to take for RA? RA, please explain. Alternative for digest. Does food from aid constipation? I have depression. Take L-theanine. L-theanine. What's the best thing to take? If you're going outside, you're not coming back inside. If you're going outside, you're not coming back inside. Because you're getting yourself full of mud, and you got my carpet, and you got my room full of mud. Good to see you're back. I see on YouTube that TikTok banned you live. What's up with that? Not sure. It's the title. It's the stuff I talk about, so I have to kind of almost keep it very minimal. And it happened again today. For like 15 minutes, they got me banned. Lion's mane turmeric. Do you like lion's mane turmeric? I like lion's mane, actually. It's not bad. I've been testing with some coffee, mushroom coffee, and it's actually works really good. I've been doing it at night, and it's actually helps me relax. Even though it does have a little bit of caffeine, it's still working. Turmeric, only if it's, I got the turmeric from UK that was sent to me. It was actually not bad. It was nice. I found that it works a little bit better than most of the ones out there. No! Stop going in and out, in and out. What's your problem? Get inside. Make up your mind. Thought post people for childish stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't really say much. It's just, and I usually don't, right? I usually kind of keep it very straightforward, but I guess they didn't like my title. They didn't like certain things. So it's kind of too bad. So don't know what to kind of say much almost. You have to almost keep it very minimal. Okay, that's it. When it's raining, you keep going in and out. Make up your mind, Duke. Or else I'll close the door and you'll be in here. Okay, go sit now, please. Do you take NMN? I do take NMN every day, yes. What is the best dosage to take for boron supplement? You can take anywhere between 10 to 32 milligrams of boron daily, and that's how much you need to actually activate whether testosterone or whether to kind of bind to calcium if you want to do it safer than, let's say, EDTA, for example. Did they at least tell you what they banned you for? No, they said that I used some certain words to do with alcohol and certain things that I mentioned, and I showed pictures. I'm like, doesn't make sense. You're not going outside anymore. Sit down. Sit. That's it. You're not going outside. Do you like the beach, Mario? Oh yeah, 100%. I haven't been to the beach for a long time since I've been here in Canada. Hello, your thoughts of doing carnivore diet? What would you like to know? I've been on it for 10 years now. No. If you go outside, you're not coming back inside, Duke. Can I take instead of boron? Yes, you could. I cannot say that word because yesterday when I was talking about it, it got banned. But yes, 1/4, 1/8 of a teaspoon is equivalent to 32 milligrams, Jake. I substitute virgin olive for cook with unsalted butter. Helps with digestion 100% because it does have butyric acid. Make sure it is grass-fed. They want us to believe only on docs. Otherwise, more hospitals close down. 100%. You just answered my question, Lo. Okay, that's good. For 10 years, no vegetables at all. The only vegetables, so for the first 5-6 years, I didn't have no vegetables at all. Come here, Duke, and sit. So right now, the only vegetables I tend to have, Duke, no, is cucumbers. Only if I grow it myself, and sometimes zucchini. But keep in mind, zucchini and cucumber, because they do have seeds, they actually fall in a fruit category instead of being a vegetable. Is taking NMN good for anti-aging? Possibly it's good. Possibly it's good. You know, there's no long-term studies, but to me, nicotinamide mononucleotide or nicotinamide as a niacin is actually good for absorbing proper fats and protein and carbs. How about arugula? Arugula is excellent because this is the only vegetable that I actually eat, which is, I totally forgot because it does actually have lots of nitrate in it. Thanks for the update and information on the EDTA supplement that I take. My lengthy reply was deleted 3 times. I really enjoy and appreciate your videos. I got the email. I didn't see it on the video for some reason, Peter. So I got the email. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna respond to that because when I went on YouTube, I couldn't see it there, but for some reason I can still see it on my email. Your question, so I'll definitely respond and I'll check it for you. Nutritional way to help ED. ED is actually a cause of blood pressure issue. What was it you said about aid, digest, and constipation? Digestive enzymes. You gotta take anywhere between 3 to 4 capsules before. Why is he trying to jump the fence? Duke, stop doing that. What is ED? I can't tell you. You guys know what ED is. You're asking me what it is. I can't really say it. I can get banned again. There's certain things I can say. So you guys type them out. You guys help each other out in some of the stuff. But yeah, it's usually, that's the first sign. Sometimes it's an issue, Ray, with blood pressure. It's the first sign. Because everything kind of works in a blood flow type of scenario. Right? So you have to kind of look into that. Peter, thanks so much for the donation. As always, I really appreciate it. Too low blood pressure is for ED. Too low blood pressure is for ED. Well, you need to actually stabilize your blood pressure. And it's usually ED is a sign of you as a person, you've depleted your nitric oxide and or your body could be deficient in ADMA and SDMA. And ADMA, SDMA is a blood test you get done, and it tells you whether your body is actually converting nitrate to nitric oxide. Just to kind of put it in perspective, but that's usually how it works. You will probably have to make fence higher. Probably I do. And he's actually been climbing on my lumber and is trying to jump. Duke, come down! Look what he's doing. He's actually going up on my lumbers because I put all the lumber there. So he's trying to climb up on the lumber and jump from there. Is he for real? Would nitric oxide help ED then? Yes. Oh yeah, 100%. Because it increases the blood flow. Now, technically, nitric oxide or nitrate, you're supposed to take it in the morning to actually help with your blood pressure. But if you take it at night, that's when it actually helps more. No, I'll does not help because it actually causes oxidative stress. All INOS and not ENOS, because INOS will end up causing more of a stress situation unless you actually take L-arginine and you mix it with other supplement to prevent it from oxidizing. Because if it oxidizes, then it's not going to be a good outcome for you because it focuses more on the INOS, inducible nitric oxide instead of endothelium nitric oxide. What help with regrowth of beard? I don't know. I don't have that issue, but I know tyrosine does help quite a bit. Would you rotate taking supplements? Do you take them all daily? I take all of them daily, but there is some supplementation that I actually only take based on emergency purposes. Duke looks like he is bored because it's been raining and it's been smoky, so we haven't went anywhere. So he's been trying to actually go down because usually we go for a walk at this time. And I don't want to go for a walk right now. It's very, very wet, actually. Our beards grow overnight. Supplement wise for beard growth, the only thing you can do is probably add the tyrosine as an amino acid to actually help with that a little bit, but not a whole lot. I think I need to get like one of these awning on here so I can actually extend this. Can I come back from peripheral neuropathy? Yes, start taking acetyl L-carnitine. You can fix the issue. You can fix the issue, no problem. He's trying to do something, I'm wondering. Let's go after. I'm gonna get wet. And I end up hurting my lower back because I slept on the stairs this morning. So I end up hurting my lower back, which is kind of sucks. Yes, awning would be lovely. They're just so freaking expensive, and I don't know how well they actually hold out. It would be nice to actually have one whenever, you know, you can open it up when it rains. At least kind of covers the deck a bit, so this we can sit on the deck and not worry about it too much. I'm only waking up once today because of magnesium, man. Thanks, that's good. Continue doing it, and you know, the glycinate and the magnesium, all that stuff is gonna help you. GABA, cherry tart works amazing as well. Would be perfect. Take what? You cut out, take acetyl L-carnitine. You need at least 3,000 milligrams daily. Awnings, 2,000 to 10,000. Wow, that's very expensive. I'm not gonna spend no more than like maybe $150 to $100 on an awning. I don't know, overspend. I have better things to actually build. I'm using carbonate because I'm broke. Carbonate works okay. What helps with neuropathy? A reduction of sugars and taking acetyl L-carnitine would actually definitely help. Gosh, you know a lot of words. I'll stay, guys, for another like 5 minutes. I think my I'm down to like 10% roughly. Yeah, hopefully it clears up a bit, but would be nice actually. This way we can go for a walk, right, Duke? Is that what you want? You're bored? Well, because we didn't do much today? I thought you'd be still tired from... Oh, now he's getting me full of water. Move. Get inside. Get inside. Okay, stop doing that. He does it purposely. So what he does, he goes outside, get himself wet, and he tries to actually squeeze himself between my legs, so he gets me all wet. Full of water. And he laughs about it. Is that what you're doing, Duke? And he keeps doing it. He won't stop. Stop. Post-heart attack, how do I get off the medication? Book a time with me, we can talk about it, and we can set specific protocols. You can't just get off medication just like that. You have to actually wean off of them correctly, but you actually have to take some supplementation to actually counteract some of the issues and actually try to fix your body. What am I gonna do with this guy here? He's making a mess. Every time he's full of water, he does this. L-arginine, I used mixed it with L-citrulline, and you have to add vitamin C and alpha-lipoic acid to prevent it from oxidizing. That's fine. What was it you said about a supplement that helped digest and constipate? Digestive enzymes. I do have it on my website as well. Right on the bed, full of mud. Thank you, Duke. Thank you. You're the best. You are the best, my friends. and you're gonna make me keep watching everything over again. I bought some new digestive enzyme, Digest Gold, and they don't seem as strong as the other I've had. You gotta take about 3 a day. Which one did you buy before? They should be. They have one of the highest levels of proteins, Jimmy, with the Digest Gold. The Enzymatica, right? They have one of the highest proteins levels in them. Which one were you taking before? Duke is beautiful dog and he's making a mess. I'm gonna put him in a kennel. I don't have a kennel. Duke's. I was taking now super enzymes. Oh, okay. So the super enzymes, the only reason they're a little bit, you find them to be a little bit stronger. I'm going outside, Duke. You're staying here. The only reason you find them they actually stronger is due to the bile acids, to the ox bile in them. I'm going outside. You're staying here. You're making a mess. Go, go, go. You're not going inside anymore. The ones you told me work great. Yeah, so the super enzymes, because of the ox bile, it enhances the digestion in your gallbladder. But the problem is, if you end up taking too much ox bile, that causes an issue sometimes. That's the only difference. Technically, ox bile should never be mixed. They seem a lot stronger. I'll take more of the new one. The new one you're taking, which is the Enzymatica, take anywhere between 2 to 3. The other ones, they seem stronger just because of the ox bile. The problem is with ox bile, should never be all consumed at once. Ox bile should be consumed at the end of the meal. Because sometimes it does causes, not everybody, like with the acid issue. Too much acidity doesn't allow the esophagus to close. Betaine hydrochloric acid works really good. This is to actually increase the acidity at the end of the meal. So this way it leaves nothing in the gut anymore. What to take for kidney health? Well, you got Shankapiedra, you got ADTA, you got Boron, you got magnesium citrate. There's a lot of different things. Send Duke back in the wild. He realizes how good his life is. Yeah, no kidding. I was taking the now enzymes during the meal. I was taking that one too. I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. But you just have to be careful of the ox bile, because if you don't need it, it will actually increase your cholesterol as well. It's funny, when Duke goes outside, when I let him out by himself sometimes, if he doesn't see me, he comes back and, he's looking for me. And that's how it should be. But when he's bored, he wants to make a mess. And I figured he wouldn't be bored for the next 3 days, because he lost a lot of freaking energy when his friend was over. Because they were playing like crazy non-stop. She'd actually go to sleep. He'll be like, wants to play, wants to actually do things. But you'd figure he's be out. He has a lot of freaking energy. Hello there. What would you suggest I take for psoriasis, having the heavy feeling in the head? Drink some coffee. Is he fixed? No, he's not. Do you recommend testing your LP cholesterol? Yeah, I'd recommend testing your LP-PLA too, to make sure there's no soft plaque buildup. Your LP small a, this is just a genetic. Tells you whether your body has tend to actually calcifies quite fast or not. He's looking for his friend probably. Hey Duke, you wanna go get your friend? This is now super enzymes are a lot cheaper also, but I don't know they would raise cholesterol. What raises the cholesterol is mostly the ox bile in it. I wish they never really had the ox bile in it, and I wish they actually had it separately. Because sometimes overstimulation or overtaking of ox bile does actually increase the cholesterol. Now, it's not a bad thing. It's whether you can actually be utilizing that cholesterol or not. They are very cheap. They are very, very cheap if you actually compare the two against the Digest Gold. The only difference is you got to keep in mind, when we look at every enzyme separately, I believe the Digest Gold, because I did the comparison, is like almost 3 times as much. Well, because what happened is bile is actually made from cholesterol. You're not going in the water. It's trying to go in the water. Want to smuddy like this? Is he kidding? So what makes bile? Bile, what gets stored in your what do you call it? In your gallbladder is bile, and bile is produced from cholesterol. So if you continue releasing bile and without utilizing it, then you're gonna actually re-increase your cholesterol. It's like you're recycling your cholesterol back. It's not a bad thing. Just gotta make sure it's not being oxidized or anything like that. Then it should be fine. Yeah, the connection is not that good. Give us a stack for sleeping well besides magnesium. You got GABA and you have cherry tart. Cherry tart would be best. Without a gallbladder, then you have to use it. Come and put this on. Let's go. Come and put this on. Summertime and have cold. What suggests I can bend a group of things to drink? You can take NAC, just some mucus or allergies to certain things. Come and put this on, Duke. I'll take you for a walk. Come and put this on. Give me a second, guys. Come put this on. Come and put this on if you want to go for a walk. Come inside and put this on. Cold, leave me drained. Yeah, just take NAC. It's not the cold. It's mostly that you have too much mucus buildup. I'll take one more question, guys, and I'll gotta take Duke for a walk so he doesn't make a huge mess here. He's making a lot of mess. Come here. That's the only thing I hate here because it rains lots. And when it rains, everything gets muddy. And guess what? Duke loves it because he loves to play in the water and the mud. And who gets to clean every freaking night before we sleep? I do. What's good for high blood pressure? Download my ebook on how to reverse high blood pressure, please. It actually has all the valuable information there for you. Does Lebanese also do Mendi? My blood pressure is usually under 120 because I checked my blood pressure and it was 145. What kind of doctor are you? A TikTok doctor. Hey, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing good. But like I said, I was just gonna take one more question and that's it because my phone is dying. And I'll probably see if I can come back later on today or tomorrow, but we'll see. I think tomorrow I have a really busy day. I have like 5 clients I have to help out. And there's mud and water everywhere, so I have to sit and clean right now. I'm doing good. Thanks so much for asking. Good to see you back. Hey, Andrea. Mandy, you know the Middle Eastern cuisine? I think I know which one it is. Thank you for helping my sister-in-law. Have a great walk. Bye, GC. Thank you. Hey, guys, I do have to get going, but definitely I'll come back. Really appreciate all the questions, and I try to kind of help out as much as possible and give you as much knowledge as possible. I'm glad that they didn't kick me out today, which is excellent, but we'll definitely come back. If not later today, possibly tomorrow for sure. In the meantime, you guys take care and have a nice evening.